Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a great day. Today we're going to talk about taking the yoke of Jesus, Matthew 11:28 through 30. Giving our burden to the Lord in order to take his yoke may sound like a zero-sum game, where one heavy load is merely exchanged for another. But the yoke of Jesus is not a new kind of weight. In fact, it's a symbol of the believer's transformation. Submitting our burden to the Lord means submitting ourselves to him as well. We often are reluctant to give up authority over our own life. The illusion of having control over our circumstances gives us a false sense of security. But the truth is, until we allow God to manage our life, we will instead be managed by our problems, chasing after quick solutions, and the easy escape from our pain will just cause more pain. Through prayer, meditation, and daily Bible reading, we must learn how to walk the same way that Jesus walked. And sometimes that seems hard. Our steps begin to align with his. Our yoke shifts to be a little bit easier, and the weight of our problems goes onto his shoulders and off of ours. The most important concept we must learn is to trust God. Psalm 55:22 says, "He will never allow the righteous to be shaken," which means he is faithful to carry the weight and show you how, in all those difficult circumstances, to hand it over to him, trusting that the Lord lightens your load and he will help you in any circumstance. Easier said than done. And I've been talking about this for a couple months now. How you think, well, I thought 2025, it was going to be awesome. And then my daughter, we talk about this all the time because we say things come in threes, and she goes, oh no, it comes in sixes, then it comes in nines. And then you think, yeah, it's getting better. And then it's like somebody backed a dump truck up and a load of manure got dumped on you. But that her and I talk about it, we laugh about it, but God is amazing, truly amazing, because I've been praying for my children for the last 15 years, and I've seen a transformation in my daughter this year, and she's been through a lot. And just when you think, God, are you there? You see something happen. And it's usually when you're at your lowest that, at least that's the way it's been in my life. When you're at your lowest point, that's whenever God comes in. Or you feel like, are you even there? I've been talking to you for months and I'm not, that's me crying. That's me crying out. Or you think, I can't take one more thing. And then, boom, 2 more things happen. It's like, well, geez, I shouldn't have said that, But, I keep saying someday I'll give you guys my testimony, which I think, you've had little hints of it here or there. But I can tell you that I was in a situation, and I found God in the most traumatic situation. And I prayed for 6 years for him to get me out of the situation that I was in. And when I look back now, he gave me a couple opportunities to walk away, and I didn't see them. Like they talk about the guy that the flood's coming and the boat comes and, oh no, that's okay. That's okay. did not see it at the time. And I was too busy looking for another way out. But when he made the way, it could have only been him. And the doors were wide open. And if you knew the situation that I was in, they were wide open for me to walk through. And it could have only been a God thing. And I am here today because of God. That's all I can say. And there's another point in my life where I should not be here too, actually. You know, I'm like a cat. I have 9 lives. But yeah, you know, I'm one of those people that there's no way that you could convince me that there isn't a God, because I know that He's real. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.